A little bit ago, I did a post on why remain a Republican. And I'm going to be fair because there should be one on why remain a Democrat. I think it's a fair question. When you look around the Democratic Party, okay, the Democratic Party, which should be for democracy, when it's just a play on terms, but what are they doing? I mean, when you think about Hillary Clinton's run, what did she do? Was she all about democracy? Was she all about the people? Only for those who were starstruck. Everyone who was starstruck had a thing of, I'm with her. They were vehemently against anyone running against her. When you think about Hillary Clinton's run, she didn't really focus on policy as much as she did against Trump. So, going on Hillary, if you want to base everything about the Democratic Party on Hillary Clinton, I can't see how you would want to be with someone that clearly is not in favor for minorities. I can't see how you would be in favor of someone, although she's a woman, that does not mean she's in favor of women's rights. She's not in favor of an equal wage. She's not in favor of equality in the workplace, in the workspace. She's not for equality for a lot of things. And the thing that I loved most about Hillary was she explained to everyone what the Democratic Party was about. The Republican Party don't have the same weaknesses as the Democratic Party. The Republican Party, they espouse hatred. They don't like minorities. They want to build a wall. They want to ban travel from foreign lands. They want to do all of this stuff, and they want to get rid of Obamacare. And every person in their base and below agreed. They wanted to get rid of all that stuff too. They wanted to get rid of minorities. They wanted to, get their heritage back. They wanted to put a border up for Mexico so no foreigners can get in. They wanted to get a travel ban on the Muslims, whether they are Sikh or anything else. They're all Muslim because they look the same. They're not white. So that's why the Republican Party is strong, because every piece of hatred they espouse for their members, from the equal level of Congress and whatnot, all the way down to the trailer park, beer drinking, game show watching piece of trash, or person that think that they're really okay. And they probably are, but they want the same shit. And the reason I say they probably are okay is because if they were put in an area where they could experience a different way of life, they might change their mind. But they only know where they've been. They only know what they hear. Hillary Clinton let it be known that while she has her words for the Democrat supporters, she has her true ways, which is for what her big donors want. Like the Koch brother said, we'll support her if her actions are different than her rhetoric. What did they know? We all wanted to know that. Well, those who were in the know or cared. And what you find out is she said, hey, bankers, you know what you're doing. So, hey, I'm going to let you have free reign and do whatever you want to do. That's worse than what Bush did. I mean, she's going to just take the chains off and let the kids play. That's what was going to happen. I know that's a graphic analogy, but, I'm just saying. That's what she's going to do. She's like, hey, go on out there, do whatever you want to do, and there's no consequence whatsoever. And that's what children want. They want to eat the pie. They want to eat the cake. They want to eat all the candy. There are no consequences for their actions. Damn a steak, damn a hoagie, a sub, any other kind of sandwich. You give them all the soda and sweets they want, and they are happy. You are the best parent on the planet. And that's what it seems to be everyone in our government is. They just a damn kid. Why remain a Democrat beyond Hillary Clinton? Okay, because you can say, oh, well, he's going to talk about Hillary. No, it's not the individual. And that's what people need to understand. It is not the individual person. It's not Cory Booker. It's not Hillary Clinton. It's not Bernie Sanders. It's not Elizabeth Warren. It's not Pelosi. It's not that. It is the set in, hardwired, proven ways of a society that's not us. That is them. We are grunt workers. We are in the field. Okay. If this was 200 or 300, 400, 500, and 600 years ago, we are in the field. We are the hard workers. We are the people that stand in the sun, pick the cotton, sow the field. We do all of that shit. And we pay taxes, right? Don't we pay taxes out the wazoo? So ain't that a lazy thing to do? We pay taxes while they spend our tax money? Because that's what the Democrat Party do. That's what they're doing. That's what the Republican Party do. And they don't even try to hide it. I mean, they'll lie here and there, but then they're like, well, yeah, we had to get from place to place. The Democrat Party is like, well, we don't do any of that stuff. That's just not what we do. And when you're like, but we have the proof here and here, and they're like, aren't the Republicans horrible people? Don't they want to take away Obamacare? And you're like, yeah, man, fuck the Republican Party. And they're like, good, we got him off of us. Great. Yeah, let's talk about why Trump sucks. Yeah, he sucks because, tell us how he sucks so we can cheer and nod our heads. Look, there are just as Democrats, they want to infiltrate the Democratic Party, and they're doing it. The whole point is, don't take big donor money. Can you run a campaign without taking big donor money? Because if you don't take their money, then you do not have to follow their orders. That's what Justice Democrat is doing. Now, I still ask, why remain a Democrat? Because when you think about it, have they fought for you? I mean, look at the country. Democrats, they're the minority right now. Yes, minority whip. Okay, cool. However, it don't take much to galvanize. It don't take much to say, look, we want Medicare for all. And a lot of you can say, look, there's like 12 or 19 Democrats in the Senate or the House or whatnot. And they want that. Okay. They want it now because just as Democrats, well, they're kind of being known about, aren't they? These Democrats, these establishment Democrats want to keep their job. So what are they going to do? They are going to say, I'm for Medicare for all. But it's what their rhetoric is saying. You have to listen to this one key word. Yes, I'm for access to Medicare for all. Access. Let me tell you something. That's a powerful, powerful word. Because do you have access to health care? Yes. Do you have access to high-ranking banks? Yes. Do you have access to millionaires and billionaires out there? Yes, you do. Do you have access to choose and do whatever you wish to do in this country? Yes. However, only if you know who to talk to, where to go, and all the little gobbledygook crap to get there. That's it. Oh yeah, you got access to health care, but do you have the $300,000 a month is going to cost? I mean, you got access, but can you afford it? You got access, but do you know where to go to open that door to get there? There are multiple doors in front of you. And the Democrats have no problem leaving those doors up. They have no problems. Hey, we cannot take care of every single American. And then they'll say every American should be taken care of. They talk out of both sides of their neck. And people who are starstruck, people who are hardline Democrat supporters, the partisan supporters, they're like, yay, you tell us, man. You tell us right now. You tell us good, because that's what we want to hear. And then you've got those that are like, I'm Democrat, but I ain't stupid. I'm trying to hear you. And is that to say that those who are hardline are stupid? Honestly, I can say yes. And that'll offend a whole lot of people, but think about it. You hear a different argument on your beloved candidate, no matter who he or she is or they are. And instead of doing, the right thing and just say, let me listen. Let me try to figure this out. Because there's two sides of this story. Let's work this out properly. Instead, you're like, no, you're wrong because you're against it. You're against who I like. And I don't like that. And screw you for being different, for thinking different. Coming me with different facts and things and opinions. And you're trying to change how I think. That's what's going on. And it is a severe backfire effect. It's something that we have to fight day in and day out. I will comment on Young Turk videos, secular talk videos here and there. And hey, when Kyle said that it's easier to infiltrate the Democratic Party instead of start or back a third party candidate, that set me off a bit because I found it weak. I found it real weak. I found it cowardly. And it's not right. Does he support third parties? Yes. Is he going to do anything to help them? No. That's a Democrat right there for you. I believe in democracy, but I'm not going to help attain it thoroughly, not unless it's my way and my way only. Jank and them, the Young Turks, they pretty much do the same thing. They had Jill Stein up there twice, but maybe 3 times. Deep interviews, asking the best questions, giving her the light that paid media will not give her. And yet, despite everything she's saying being something that Jank wholeheartedly agrees with, he couldn't back her thoroughly because he was so pro Bernie and against Hillary and against, at the time, the remaining Republicans. See, people talk about the past because the past heavily reflects the present, which gives you a window into the future. That's why people keep bringing up Hillary and bringing up Trump and bringing up Bernie. And quite honestly, as Benjamin Dixon said, who the hell do we got to replace these people? They're in their 70s. Man, I wish Bernie would live forever. I wish right now he would just keep his mind, keep his wits about him, keep all his faculties, and just be reduced to about 25 years old. All right. That's what I wish. But that's basically my inner side saying, well, my inner self saying, we need someone like Bernie. We need more Bernie Sanders out there. That's what we need. He ran as an independent because he knew how corrupt the Democratic Party either has become or always has been. So if they've always been that way, they're not corrupt. They're just assholes. And he fought a vicious battle, a vertical uphill battle by himself and everyone in this country due to the propaganda spread by both Democrat and Republican parties. We were against Bernie. Well, okay, I couldn't be against him because I didn't even know about him because they wouldn't even really talk about him. But whenever he show up, someone would be like, oh, he's a socialist. And that's like Russia. That's like communism. Okay, well, alt-right, neo-Nazis. You've been against that for a while. Where you at now? I mean, yeah, Lugenpresse. So now Bernie, he's for the right things. He's been that way for a long time, but he couldn't even call himself a Democrat. Think about that. Not even Bernie Sanders, who had to run on a Democratic ticket, could not call himself a Democrat. He had to call himself a Democratic Socialist. All right. Meaning I'm a Democrat, but I am heavily for the people and what helps the people and what gets the people moving forward. What helps put money in their pocket. What helps their families grow. What helps them grow as a people. What keeps them safe and healthy. That's what Bernie Sanders was about. Hillary was about how, and this is, hear me out. Okay. Hillary and every other Democrat, which is establishment, they want your favor. They have to play a hard role. They have to choose now. They got to choose carefully everything they do and say, because the donors are going to give them those hundreds of thousands or hundreds of millions of dollars. They're going to do that if the Democrats can get what those donors want passed. Basically, what do donors want? Deregulation. That's it. That's what the donors want. The donors are children giving their parents an allowance. I want you to think about that. The donors are the children giving their parents an allowance, because the government should be over these big donors, these corporations. They should be telling them what to do, when to do, and how to do it to make sure the country runs smooth and growth is equal all around. If your profit is going to grow another billion, then everyone's pay should go up almost equally. And if pay isn't going to go up equally, you should spread your business out, hire more people, and have all their pay go up just as much as those that are already working. But that's not how it goes. The parent is home, worked hard, did their thing. The child comes home. Man, I went to school. They gave me $300 billion. Mom, you know what? I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I just want to take tomorrow out. Honey, you have to be educated. Look, here's $3 million. Okay, you can take tomorrow out, but you have to go the next day. If I don't want to go the next day, what's going to happen? Well, honey, well, Mom, you do know I might not give you a damn thing. All right, honey. Okay, all right. We'll talk about it. Child's like, all right. That's what happens. But then you got to ask, who are we in the equation? Who are we? We're the family members, the ones that are, look, you can make it. You can do it. We're the family members. That's who we all are. We're like, look, you're trying to get us, in the door. That's what you're trying to do. You're our aunt or our big sister or, whatever the hell Hillary would be to us or any other Democrat out there, establishment Democrat. And we can't figure out what we're going to get. We don't really get anything, I mean, she showed us where to buy really cheap, kind of affordable homes that we're going to be paying off for a long time, homes that we got to keep repairing and stuff. So I guess we're happy for that, right? We're happy that we're getting, crap. And then she's like, yeah, but I live wealthy. I live great because my son gives me money. My son does all this. And we're like, well, what are you going to do for us? I did it. You're not out in the street, are you? And we're like, yeah, we're not in the street. We're happy. And then others want to rise up, and you got that one family member, the Bernie Sanders, saying something's not right here. We should be doing better. And we're like, fuck you. How dare you say that? She's giving us crumbs. And he's like, oh shit. Okay. I heard of crumb snatches, but not crumb favorability. And that's what we are. We favor crumbs. We're political cattle. That's a term I bring up often. And the Democrats are all about that. That's the fine line they walk. They have to sit there and be like, how in the hell do I keep these ruffians, these low-wage people galvanized in my favor and yet screw them over every step of the way? I mean, what Hillary's done is, and what all establishment Democrats are doing, what they're doing is they come to your house and they say, look, your house on the outside, the lawn, everything, it's atrocious. Okay. So we're going to cut the front yard and the side that you can see, and we'll repaint the front of your house and a little bit of the side, and we'll wash your car. And you're like, why are you doing such a half-ass job? And they're like, because fuck you. They're not going to explain it, because the truth is, as we discovered in the 2016 campaign, because we tell you one thing and our donors be telling the truth. That's why you got to get that money. You got to find that money. And how do you get paid these hundreds of thousands or millions or hundreds of millions of dollars from your donors and keep getting elected? Incremental change. If your base is always getting crap, always, I mean, literally, they just get dog shit every day. And then you're like, look, we gotta stop giving you dog shit. We're going to scrape that off the table. We're going to stop putting it on your tables. And what's going to happen is we're going to give you sand. We're going to give you sand. We're going to Taco Bell it up. We're going to give you sand. and we're going to call it beef. There might be some meat in there, but that's happenstance. All right. And they're like, okay, it's salmon. Why is it brown? There's some dog shit in there too, but it's not complete dog shit. And we eat that up. Yay! Incremental change. That's what that is. Incremental change. And after that incremental change, you know what they do? They'll say, we'll take out 50% of the dog shit and we will cheer that shit on. We will cheer it on. And then they'll say, we'll take out 20% of the sand. And we're like, yes. And that's what happens. And their base, you know what their base is doing? Well, we've made, $100 billion or some crap this year. So, yeah. What are we going to do with this money? And what do we expect? Trickle down, please. Trickle down. Create jobs. They're like, oh no, we'll just put it in offshore accounts. We're going to save it for our family and for us on rainy days. And since y'all are fighting for this equal wage and stuff, y'all want more money. We'll give you more money. We're going to increase your wage. Okay. So we got about 20 employees and you're all getting paid $10 an hour. That's still way below the livable wage, like by $12. So, since y'all are bitching so much, we're going to fire 10 of you and increase the wage on everyone else by $3. See, incremental change. And the wages from all of you, and we're going to invest our own money because we are for the people and making things better for everybody. We're going to put in automated systems. And those automated systems, they're going to be a little embarrassing. They're going to be a little loud, but their lines are going to be longer because people want to get out faster. And you don't have to sit there and have this long ass checkout line of stuff. You got about 6 or 8 little pods where you can check out and be on your way after, so many cashier required messages come up. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. Increase their pay a little bit, get rid of half of you, replace you with robots, and say we're doing it for everybody because we are for the people. We are the people company, or whatever the fuck line they want to use. That's what's going on. And we all fall for it. And it's all under the Democratic Party. As they say, what's the difference between that and the Republican Party? It's simple. The Republican Party will say this: fuck you, fuck your job, we'll do automated, and if you do want to work for us, you're going to work for as low as we want and you will like it because fuck you, that's why. And we'll be like, well, yep, that's it. Ain't no way to get ahead if you're going to keep taking steps back. So might as well, roll your sleeve up, get that job, get 2 or 3 or 4 jobs and pull yourself up by your bootstraps because that's the only way you're going to make it in the world. That's how you get ahead. You got to work hard. Work yourself to the bone. You come home sore and your wife rub you down and give you all the medicine that you need and send you out there to work and break your back the next day. That's how you get ahead. And honestly, that's how you get gangsters. That's how you get the gangsters and the criminals, all that empire, all that shit. Because they're like, work harder and break my back and die in the field. I'm tired of being a goddamn field hand. I'm tired of being political cattle. I'm going to go out there and extort this shit. And that's how you get the mob rising. I mean, they already had it in Italy and other places. They like, to the U.S., you can make a fortune because people getting tired of that shit. It's easy. That's what they do. So with all this said, and this is probably this is a long one, but with that, this is this is why I have that question. Why remain a Democrat? Me, I'm a Democrat because fuck Republicans. I ain't gonna vote in a party or for a party that hates me. And I'm waiting for that third party. If a third party can get any leeway and get on ballots, I'm jumping. I wrote in Jill Stein's name. Third party won't anywhere on the ballots. Democrats and Republicans, they don't want them on the ballot because they know what's going to happen. I will write a name in. I have no problem writing someone's name in. I'll write your name in if I got to. I'll write your name in, John. I'll write your name in, Charles. Hey, yeah, I see you, Bob. I see you. There's always a Bob somewhere. There's a Bob, a John, and a Carl somewhere. I got your names. I'll write them in. This was going on for a while. It's the longest one. It's a lot of things I could say, but I want to try to hit a little more home, hit hit you personally, where you live and how you vote, why you support them and why they don't support you, but they talk in favor of you, what the businesses get by, how the party is really ran, and why Justice Democrats is needed, why wolf-pack.com is needed, why brand new Congress is needed, and anything else out there. It's better if we galvanize as one massive group, but sometimes it's not divide and fail. Sometimes it's divide and conquer. So that's what they're doing. And I'm for it, but I'm also for supporting and building a third party, because we need one. We've been needed one. And I was really hoping the Green Party was going to do something, but Jill Stein let that down. She let it down. She let me down, and anyone who had any hope. Even the 1.3% that voted for the Green Party was hoping they would keep a momentum going, stay in the limelight, keep saying the right things, because that's how you do it. You don't start tweeting on Twitter and hoping that you're going to gain a lot of ground. If you're a political candidate, you don't show up at the last second. You show up every day. This is Sedrik Cannady for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.